I'm Max Strasser. I operate Strasser Earthmoving, and we do mainly dozer and laser bucket work for rural earthworks. So this project here, I got called up about this farm to mainly rebuild the farm drainage system, so the contours in the paddocks and the waterways that lead down into the natural creeks and whatnot that flows through the paddock. All of the contours were silted up and washed out, and there's a lot of washouts in the paddocks, and the waterways were washed out in places and silted up in other places. So we've just been going through and rebuilding all that, GPS grading everything, and getting it back to a new standard. The bulk of this project's been scrapers behind tractors. So we started out here with a Steiger 550 and a KTEC 1228 on hire from Scraper Hire Australia. That kicked off the job because it's the type of machine I wanted to get for a while, but the hire was certainly a great way to kick that off. And I've now purchased a Fendt 1050 as the tractor to pull that machine, and then recently we swapped the KTEC out for a Ashland1812E. So that's taken over doing the same jobs, but taken over the same role there. And and there's a little bit of dozer work and grader work and other bits and pieces here, but the main event's been the tractor and scraper. So the bulk of the country we've done here, which I think it's in the region of 400 odd acres, the bulk of that's been cropped. And that's all gone really well. All the contours have drained perfectly, which is what it's all about with GPS. You don't want to hold water, you want it to go where it's go, and the crops have gone well. I mean, harsh summer conditions notwithstanding, it's all come across well. So, yeah, it's a good bucket. It's a well-built machine, same as the KTEC is. They're well put together. The Ashland has the advantage of cross-levelling on behind, so with the independent lifting on the rear end. So you can angle it, which is a massive advantage in waterways, especially narrow ones, so that you can make sure your floor's flat. And it's also got the walking beam rear axles, which make it travel better than the KTEC did too. One of the big things, I used to do all my banks with the dozer, and now I would rather do them all with the scraper if I can, just because you get a lot better surface finish. The cost is very similar, but the scraper gives you a better finish, which is great, because then the property owner can go straight back into farming their country instead of having to maybe plough the banks to flatten them out a bit better from what the dozer did. The tractor and scraper versus a cat scraper is that the lower ground pressure, it leaves your farming country much better nick than a cat scraper would. So it's good in that way, because even in areas where you've been going over quite a bit and using as a haul road, there's very little real deep compaction there, like there would be if it was a cat scraper or something like that. So.